another edition of Cinema Club here on CM42 TV, and this lovely edition is going to be all about 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. I wonder if this should have been episode number 3, because it's going to confuse things. But anyway, that was last night's film for my cinema trips, and it was an incredible experience. And I don't really have to explain myself like I did for Molly's Game, which was the first episode, so you can go check that one out if you can. If you've seen Molly's Game by Aaron Sorkin, starring Jessica Chastain and Idris Elba. And here we are for episode number 2, 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. I keep going to say just outside Ebbing, Missouri, I don't know why. Before I get started, also my top 10 films of 2017 podcast is now live on iTunes. Just posted it just minutes ago. Go check it out from me and my panellists on the Good Bit podcast, counting down our top 10 favourite movies of 2017. It's available on iTunes now by searching the Good Bit podcast, or simply my name, which is Chris Moffat, the face that runs the place and the champ that runs the camp. CM42 TV, the house that AJ Styles built. So 3 billboards is kind of a big talking point right now. It's up there because it's been talked about with Oscars and things like that. It's up there along with Darkest Hour and Molly's Game and the other one I can't remember the name of right now. But this one stars Frances McDormand, who plays Mildred. She's in Fargo, and I couldn't remember for the life of me, how I knew her. Because obviously Fargo became one of my favourite films in 2017. Made a whole video talking about my favourite films that I watched for the first time. Also available on CM42 TV. So many cheap plugs in this one. But I couldn't figure out where I knew her from, and it turns out it was Fargo, and she was great in that film. She had the weird accent. Hey, I don't know about this, which is, don't know what accent that was, but that one. Kind of, it's not a similar film, but it's like you're kind of in a secluded area of America, which is in Ebbing, Missouri. I'm sure it's quite far from St. Louis. It's one of those ones where it's in the moment. The film is in the moment. The film couldn't have taken place anywhere else. It couldn't have taken place in New York or LA or these big towns and these big cities. It had to take place in a small place like Ebbing, Missouri. And basically what happens is, without spoiling anything, I'll try not to spoil things, but basically Frances McDormand's character Mildred, her daughter is raped and killed, and the person who done it, the culprit, I was going to say the villain, but that's a bit comic bookish, but the bad guy who done that to her daughter was set free, was never found, it's still out there, was never found by the police, never arrested or anything, because they don't know who it is. They can't prove DNA wise who it is. So she kind of takes it upon herself to go against the city and go against the police, and I'll kind of make my own investigation and I'll fucking find this guy. And she pays to rent out 3 billboards just outside Ebbing, Missouri, just outside, with like what she wants on these billboards to kind of ridicule the police department. Sergeant Willoughby, or Chief Willoughby, who's played by Woody Harrelson, who is absolutely incredible in this movie. Definitely the standout performances by Woody Harrelson, just playing a loving dad, but that kind of police officer that isn't doing the right thing for justice, that you hate, but he's also a really good policeman, so you give him the benefit of the doubt. Great, performance, great character, great work by the one and only legendary Woody Harrelson. So it's kind of like a little mini rivalry between the police and Frances McDormand's character, and there's lots of the police officers that get involved, and they're all got their own sort of distinct character, and that's what I love so much about it. It's like every police officer was different. You only really, there's only really 3 or 4 of them that's highlighted, but each one is really funny and really different and really unique. And I thought it was a really funny film as well. Obviously, the context and the subject matter, which I just told you about, the rape and the killing, obviously isn't the funny part, because there's some really, really serious parts in this film. I felt a lot like my experience seeing Manchester by the Sea with this film, which was also like the second film I saw in 2017. The second film I saw in 2018 is this one. It's kind of weird how it worked out, but like it's a roller coaster of emotions, where some points you're hysterical laughing, and other moments it's really breaking you inside, So it's a really emotional film at some points, some really, really sweet moments. Definitely, a bit holding back tears at some points. Beautiful performances by some of the cast members, and the main guy I'm talking about here is Sam Rockwell, who plays Officer Dixon. You kind of at the start you assume he's going to be the bad guy, not the guy who killed and raped the daughter, but like sort of the most antagonist police officer that's always going against, you know, Francis McDormand's character, and always like, we're police officers, we'll sort it, don't get on my fucking back, sort of thing. And he turns out to be a really, really likeable character. You sort of fall in love with him, and you kind of think he's really sweet. So he was brilliant in this film. Some really, really awesome moments. And again, I don't want to give too much away because it's still in cinemas, and I'm sure it will be for a while if it's going to get nominated. So I highly recommend you check this one out. It's got an 8.3 user rating on IMDb and an 88 Metascore. Also in this film, you've got Caleb Landry Jones, and you've got Lucas Hedges, who is also in Manchester by the Sea. Total 2 thumbs up, brilliant stuff from 3 Billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. I really want to watch it again. I think that's like your spark of a good film, you know, if you leave the cinema and you really want to see it again. And I definitely do. So yeah, there you go. Highly recommended. Film number 2, episode number 2 of Cinema Club here on CM42 TV. Check out episode 1 and check out the new Top 10 of 2017 podcast on iTunes and Podomatic and Podbean, and soon to be on YouTube. Check out old episodes that are now being remastered in HD every week here on YouTube. And coming very soon, over the next couple of days, will be the first time ever that the video version of our 10th anniversary episode back in 2016, the first ever the video version will be seen. I'm going to upload the video version here on CM42 TV, so check that one out if that interests you, and if not, who cares? But check out the new episode. Link will be in the description box for the brand new episode for the top 10 of 2017. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this one. You can follow me on Twitter at CM42TV. Follow The Good Bit on Twitter at The Good Bit Pod. And yeah, subscribe here on CM42TV for more stuff. Leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of the video. Leave a like if that's still a thing. But yeah, until next time, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you later.